So what's the need or use of a marriage education if people don't find it bad, don't find it odd to have a mixture of the different origins of children in the family, or even maybe some big family, maybe in the past, because a mom, a father can, a man can, is allowed to have a few wives. Then maybe in the past, all the wives live together. But now you must divorce first before you get married, before you marry another woman. So they seldom live together. But they know to know another family exists. Maybe daddy always goes to that another family. Maybe seldom with them, or maybe daddy take terms. Okay, Monday this family, Tuesday that family. When we see the photos of Trump and Elon Musk, for example, Elon Musk always take photo with all of his children or one of his children. He seldom take photos with his wives, with the children, maybe some, but it seems like he only takes photo with that family and that children from that wife. He only take photos with one of the families, with that mother and her children. Okay, and maybe he doesn't take a whole photo with all those children with the wives. Okay, of course, Trump also has never take photos with all his children and his previous wife. So he only take photo with his current wife, his current child. Okay, and then the children from his previous wives. So that makes us a big family, okay? Especially when he has a grandchildren. I think even his grandchildren also maybe will get married in a few years and then get babies for that family. So Trump's family can be very very great, I think, in the coming few years. So if Trump is old enough, I think his family will still be growing. Okay, of course, we know that even his children has once divorced. Okay, so it is not a whole family with with the same mom and same daddy. Okay, and then so it is quite a mixture. Okay, but it seems that Trump's family, all those offsprings, it seems that they unless his current wife and current child has who is mixed, the others, it seems that they all come from the white moms. Okay, I think. Okay, for Elon Musk, also it seems that all the children looks like the white people, but maybe even look white, maybe still have a different nationality. But it seems that their moms also maybe not from the U.S. I'm not sure. Maybe one of them is not from the U.S. Okay, but at least they don't look like some are black, some are white, some are yellow like this. Okay, so not so not so clear to recognize that they are there is a mixture inside. So marriage education should be given to the youngster, to the young adults, actually as early as they would like to attend. Okay, actually much earlier before they get married would be the best, because actually even some society get a marriage education. They only emphasize that, oh, don't make sex. When they provide that marriage education, they only want to emphasize, oh, don't make sex before marriage, or don't go to marriage too early. Yeah. But marriage actually should cover a lot of topics. For example, what is the purpose? Especially if you are Christian, the divine purpose of marriage. the role of man and woman. Even you are not religious, you still have to know the roles of man and woman, different roles of man and woman in a family, different characters, different ways of handling things, different ways of seeing things between the two sexes. So that is actually should be the main essence of marriage. That means before, unless you marry to the same sex, even marrying to the same sex, you still have to know the difference between the characters of two persons, how to cope with another person with different characters, different background, different upbringing, different culture, and so on. And not to say that two different sexes, of course, you must know the differences between the two sexes in many ways of seeing things, handling things, and how they respond to their spouse, how they take their responsibility. For example, men usually would be regarded as a more realistic, non-sentimental, but ladies are usually be classified as more sentimental, romantic, or at least the ladies would want someone to take care of her, at least emotionally, to listen to her, to feel her suffering, to know her difficulties, to understand her need, and then maybe even to provide her needs, even to cater for her needs. But for the men, maybe they are more, they are trained to be more independent, so they will hide, and then they were trained to hide their feelings, trained to solve the problem themselves, or trained to face the difficulty without sharing his experiences. And then that is even more distinct. These distinct differences even more clear between the two sexes of the Asian people. So if you want to marry an Asian people, no matter single or no matter male or female, you have to know the character, the distinctiveness between you and your spouse from another culture, from another country. So culture even is the one of the topic that you should cover in your marriage education. So in getting prepared for a good marriage, okay, a successful marriage, a well planned marriage, all right, not just a casual marriage that you just plumb into someone and then get into close relationship, and then maybe you are forced to get married, or you just find that it's good, so now we should marry. That no, it should be well planned, well prepared, and well prepared for. Okay, so you should study all those differences long before you are mature enough to find a friend, to date a friend, to pursue a lady, or to accept a man's offer, all right, or even close relationship, or even the offer of love. Even the offer of love, should I accept him at that time? And do I know him enough to accept his love? Even it seems like he loves you so much, but you do you need to know him better, know his culture better, to know his background better before you accept his friendship, accept his kindness to you, accept his love to you, not to say that accept his offer of marriage. All right. So if we are not well prepared, and then we just have friends, and then we just go into friendship, or any close relationship, anytime that we met someone, we like someone, we love someone, or we think that we love someone, or we want someone, or maybe some person, they just want sex, or they just want to have their own family, or they just have immature perception that if I have my own family, then everything will be better. Every problem will be solved. Especially the ladies, they will think that if a man want to marry me, then at least I have a man to take care of my need. Okay, and then I will have a good living. Especially when that man is wealthy. Okay, then maybe you are attracted to marry him without knowing well what kind of person he is. So a successful businessman, a good leader, doesn't mean that he can be a good leader in the family. Doesn't mean that he can lead the wife in his life. It doesn't mean that he can be successful in family. Especially some businessmen, when they fail, then their marriage will also turn out into a failure, because very often the man cannot accept failure or face the failure, and then the failure in work, in job, in business, in anything may force him to force him into a despair state, so that he cannot face his family, cannot face his wife, or even cannot face himself. So actually we find that many problems, many family problems, marriage problems very often come from the men, especially if they are successful, then they get into close relationships, sexual relationship easily. When they fail, they cannot accept their failure. So, and then nowadays, even the ladies, maybe they will also mess up in their family, because when the man, when the husband doesn't treat her well, then she just want to get a companion from any other man, and then that will cause a disaster in the marriage or family. So do you think that marriage education is needed? Maybe it won't affect the success or failure in your marriage. Maybe it won't affect your success or failure as a businessman, or as a politician, as a government leader. But the success and failure of your marriage do affect your children, do affect the future families of your children. Of course, do affect the world. The whole world now, it seems that really no single really most of family do not have just the same dad and same mom. I can only say that. So God bless every family. God bless every marriage.